What's going on, guys? This is GameZ and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about held items. So as we go into held items, I'm going to be hopefully broadening your sense of how important held items actually are in the game of Pokemon, and hopefully we can take a look and see what's good for other Pokemon and what kind of research you can do in order to see if your Pokemon is good and ready. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take a look at the held items on the wiki page. And these are kind of the items that I've seen before. There are some other ones that I have not seen before. Like all these ones that give plus 20% to each different attribute is all the same. You can get these all in the auction: Mystic Water, Pink Ribbon, Soft Sand, Poison Barb, Magnet. So now we start heading into the ones that we don't normally see. King's Rock you can also find there. But then we start moving into Focus Band, Leftovers, Black... Focus Band Leftovers I've seen before. So these ones have their own little niche on what they're good for. So we're just gonna jump in and see how I do my research. So as you guys can see, we're going to be taking a look. We're just gonna do Charizard, for example. Let's jump into Charizard, see what happens. So right here, we're going to first take a look at Charizard and see what the item recommended is for the wiki. So the item recommendation is Leftovers and Charcoal. Charcoal gives a 20% boost to fire attack. So let's take a look. So that's good. That kind of gives you an overview of what you want for your team. So to take it one step further, you're going to go to Smoggin. It's the site that I use. Right here, so it's very easy to use. I use it for most of my team building because they do a lot of research for themselves, so props to these guys for doing that. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at Charizard, and we're just gonna click Charizard. So as you guys can see, there's going to be Mega X, Mega Y. So okay, first and foremost, the big thing about Mega Pokemon in this game and why they are so broken is because they do not have to carry an item in order for them to Mega Evolve or take a turn for them to Mega Evolve. They're just Mega Evolved already, so they get an added bonus on top of their items. So they're already super strong and they're getting another item on top of it. Let me show you an example of just how crazy that is. So let's take a look at Mega Charizard Y, and we all know what his ability does. It summons Sun. So if you guys don't know what that does, that boosts fire attacks by 50%. Let's take a look. So if you guys can see right here, while Sunny Day is in effect, the base power of fire type moves will increase by 50%. Okay, that's all we wanted to know from that. So then 50% on that, and then so that's going to get 50% to its fire damage. And then if you guys also it has an ability called Blaze, which if the boost power of fire type moves by 50% when at 1/3 of max HP or less. So the lower HP it has, the stronger it gets. So let's just do that. Let's just say that you're below 1/3 health. So that's another 50%. And then without having to hold the Charizardite Y item, all you have to do is you can take that out and put Charcoal in. Let's just look at that and see the math on this. So here you go, guys. We're going to be taking a look at Flamethrower right here, and it's going to have just very basic move. It's going to have a base power of 90 BP. So if we take a look and do the calculations of what we did, we're going to have two 50% of one when it's below 1/3 and another one for drought. So it gets another 90 on top of that. So we're at 180, but then we're going to add the 2% or the 20% for Charcoal. So let's do that really quick. And that's going to be 18 plus the 90, and then plus the original, because I did 90 for the 100%, and then you have to do 90 again. So it's going to be 198 battle power, guys. That is insane. Without that, all you do is you would subtract half of that. So without being below 1/3 health, you're doing 153 power. And you're getting an extra 18 damage just from that item, guys. And so this is why it's a little bit broken in a different sense, because all these Mega Pokemon get an empty slot in order to boost their power further. So with that being said, let's keep moving on. We'll keep going. So another one that we see often is leftovers. And then we also see King's Rock every now and then Focus Band, and then Focus Sash. The difference between Focus Band and Focus Sash is that one of them does it from full health, keeps you alive, and the other one is just 10% always at keeping you alive. So here we go. So Focus Band is an item to be held by Pokemon. The holder may endure a potential KO attack, leaving it with just 1 HP. So that's the holder may endure. This is going to be the one that is just 10% forever, and hopefully you can get it. But this one is the better one in my opinion. Focus Sash. Item to be held by a Pokemon. If it has full HP, the holder will endure 1 potential KO attack, leaving at 1 HP. If you guys don't know already, Staravia is really good with this because of Endure. Other Pokemon like Alakazam, who gets one-shotted easy. Other Pokemon, maybe Darkrai. I don't know for that one because I don't think it's one-shotted very easily. But this is a very good item for Pokemon that are going to need 2 hits. So it could be if you have a Pokemon that has spikes and you're trying to set up some status effects on people and you need that extra turn. Yeah, just get it, and you survive with 1 HP, and you get to get your status effect off. So it's very convenient, very nice to have as an item. Okay, so let's move on down the list, look at some other ones. We'll start looking at some higher end ones now. So here we are, guys. Everyone has Zapdos, so let's take a look at him, see what's going on. So on Zapdos, it says item recommendation, leftovers, magnet, or Sharpbeak. Sharpbeak is just going to be another one of those items that boosts bird attacks, flying attacks, I mean. It's actually not even on this list, so that's awesome. But it is in the game. I have seen it before. And then the next one is Magnet, which boosts special attack, electric attacks. Not special attack, but electric attacks, which is very good on Zapdos. And then Leftovers. So the other one is going to be Light Screen. So if you want to do a more, like I said before, support Zapdos, you can use Toxic, Light Screen, and maybe some other types of moves like that. So if you guys want to know more about that, so it says Leftovers, Magnet, and let's take a look at what this site has to say. So let's look, Zapdos. So they're going to recommend Leftovers for this build. So like I said, it's hard to get these items in game. So just go with what you feel. Don't worry so much about getting these items. But if you have a chance to get Magnet or something, go ahead and feel free to put it on. It adds another 20% damage, which is actually a lot. Let's do the move that everyone does. It's 90 BP, so it's going to be 90 times 0.2, which is going to be 18. So another 18. So it's going to be 108 power, which is better than what it was. So like I said, guys, it's very nice to have these. So if you guys do have them, I know to take them off is a pain, but this is absolutely necessary and able to get to the next step in this game. So let's take another popular one, Dragonite. So Dragonite, it's going to recommend Life Orb, Leftovers, and Dragon Tooth. I don't know what Dragon Tooth is. I think that's another glitch. I'm pretty sure it's called like Dragon Scale. No, not Dragon Scale. I'm going to assume it's called Dragon Fang, which is another plus 20%er. Yeah, raises power of Dragon type moves by 20%. So this is what I'm assuming this is, and it's just a typo. And then Life Orb, guys. Life Orb, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a move that raises it by 30%, but you take 10% recoil damage. So Dragonite is a very good user of this, but what I would recommend is to do even a choice band, which is amazing on Dragonite, just because of the amount of power it can get out of it. Let's see if what Smoggin recommends. So here we are, Smoggin, and it's going... Okay, yeah, we don't have this item yet, guys, so we don't have Z moves. So that's going to be right. That's good. That's not going to work. So we're not going to go to the SM, which is in the very new generation. We're going to be taking a look around the 4th and 5th gen because that's what we have right now. So here we are, guys. Choice Band. Choice Band is one that is very good. It raises your attack by 50% but locks the holder into one move. What this means is that once you use the move, you cannot use another move, but you can switch your Pokemon out. So what you can do is you can use this move, and if someone switches in and tries to set up on you because you used a bad move or something like that, then they'll try to set up on you because, for example, if Alakazam had Choice Specs, which is the opposite of raises attack, raises special attacks, and he used Psychic, all you have to do is if you had Tyranitar, you can switch in and he's immune to that. So what ends up happening is Alakazam has to switch out because he can't use any other moves. He has to keep using that over and over. So this is where it becomes an advantage to know what's immune to what and what move they used if they have Choice Scarf or Choice Band and Choice Specs. So this is another good one. Let's take a look really quick. Raises attack by 50%. So let's look at Outrage since that's the most popular move. So Outrage is 120, guys. That's crazy. 120 times at 50%, which is just going to be 60. 180 battle power, guys. That's pretty good. And that's not even counting like super effective or anything. Not a ton of super effective, but if you aren't resistant to it, it's going to almost pretty much one-shot you. So this is insane to have on your Dragonite, 180 power. If you do the other one and just go the 20% with the Dragon Fang, it's going to be an added 24, so it's not going to be as powerful, but it's still be, I mean, 144. Not a lot of moves have that kind of power. So if you guys ran Miracle Berry and this, you would avoid the Confuse and almost guarantee killing someone. That's really strong. So let's look at another one. Here we go, guys. So this is Groudon right here, and it's going to say Groudon Scale, Leftover, Soft Sand, and Charcoal. So what is Groudon Scale, you might ask? Groudon Scale Groudon Scale is nothing, guys. It's not even in the game. I mean, it holds the red orb to become Primal Groudon, but that doesn't matter in this game. So there is no information on this or on their main wiki page about it. So I don't know a lot about these item-specific ones. So if anyone has any more knowledge or a wiki page about the Chinese server on these special ones, we do know for a fact that there is Soldew, Soladios, Latios, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, and there's a couple other ones I forget right now, but they have items specific to where they only go to those Pokemon. So hopefully we can get this updated so we can know more about those, but those are items that I've never seen before, so I can't make too much comment about them. So hopefully you guys get the picture and you guys realize that these items, these held items, give so much value that they're really good. So like I said, the only ones that I've seen in game are these ones that give 20%, and then I've also seen some leftovers, Focus Sash. And then you start getting into Guild Shop, which start giving out the really good items. With that being said, guys, this could be it for this video. And if you guys like this content, please subscribe. Otherwise, this is GamesYa signing out.